Hi, it's the girls from Simple Life Celebrations. I'm Krystal.
Shawna.
And we want to talk about our minimalism so far. So we want to let you know that we've done one entire floor of our house. The main floor, the most work. And we're really excited to be done that floor. So just want to talk a little bit about how it's affected us and what we like about it.
Right. We also want to give you some tips on how to keep it going and some tips on how to keep your summer, minimalist summer. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight.
So we'll start with our minimalism so far. Like I said, we've got one floor done. I think we've done, 7 or 8 areas.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
We find it awesome. That's my word. Okay, we're done. Awesome. No, just kidding. It's a lot easier to clean, to manage, to maintain. Like I say, it's just nice to go into a room and enjoy it.
Some space for stuff.
Exactly.
There's no stuff there.
Yeah. Well, and now the stuff that we have left out is stuff that we truly enjoy to look at or has a memory attached to it that we like, and they're all things that we want at this point, not things that burden us because they're broken or we have 3 of them or we don't need them or we really don't like the way it looks. Like, it's just, we've kept what we need, what we enjoy.
So now that we've done all that stuff, the question comes, how do you maintain that? How do you keep it up? Because you don't want to do this again next year. So do we have some tips on how to keep that up?
Heck yeah.
Of course.
Our favorite rule is the 1 in, 1 out rule. It's easy. You buy something, say it's a children's toy, then they and you need to decide which toy can now be donated. So you don't want to overwhelm your new found space with more things. You want to keep it maintained. We did an interview with our friend Lorna, and she had an awesome idea of having a nice basket, just accessible, where, you know, if there was something that she no longer needed, she would put it in that basket. And once that basket was full, she would take it for donations. So she dealt with it, you know, right away, and it wasn't a bunch of eyesore stuff just hanging around forever.
Right. And once that basket's full, you can go and do something with it. So. So the summertime seems to be a really good time to start something like this. We tend to have a little bit more leisure time. So what are some tips to get started with doing this in the summer? Well,
exactly like Shawna said, things are a little less scheduled, or for me at least, and I like to keep it that way because I feel like, especially with kids during the school year, you have very structured times. And during the summer, where I've said it before, our weather is so strange and we have such a short summer, it's important to have the time to and be able and ready to go and do things.
So you can recruit those kids that are whining about being bored. You can recruit them into doing these things. So we're going to do your room today. It's raining outside, so let's do your room. The biggest thing to do with the kids to get them involved is to make it something fun and worthwhile. So you might make it into a contest, who can get their room cleaned up fastest. Definitely get in there and help them. Don't say, go and do this. They need guidance. They need to learn how to do this. So you can't expect them to just go and do it without some help there. So
they're not going to learn from it if you just go ahead and do it for them.
That's true, yeah, for sure.
And how frustrated after all this work are we going to be if, you know, they don't pitch in. So, what else were we going to talk about?
We were also going to talk about how to keep your summer less crazy. So have a minimalist summer. And Krystal has a great idea for being able to do that at the spur of the moment.
Yes, I have this idea called the Get Up and Go backpack, and it's just a matter of I don't know, we have 1 million backpacks. Well, not anymore, but we have backpacks kicking around, you know, maybe it's a leftover one from school or whatever. Having it ready with items such as sunscreen, bug spray, hats, hoodies, a picnic blanket, depending on what you're doing, if you're going on a hike or going for a picnic, having some food ready in that backpack, like granola bars, dried fruit, nuts, maybe some juice boxes or water bottles just ready so that you can get up and go when the weather's right, the day's right, you have a day off, and you need to get outside. So
yeah, take advantage of it when you can. So be flexible. Try not to be so scheduled this summer. That's our biggest tip today. So that's our minimalist summer idea. Keeping things going with your minimalist challenges that you're following along with us. And anything else you want to add?
Well, as far as keeping it going, not tackling a huge area. Like, don't get it in your mind that you can accomplish your whole house. We've been doing this over a series of weeks, and we'll set up the goal, one area or one room at a time, depending what we have time for.
Yep.
So I think it was the children's rooms that we did on a weekend where we had time to devote to that because we knew that would take a long time. And during the week when we were super busy, we would do a linen closet, something small like that would take like a third of the time. So.
That's right. So use that little bit of time you have this summer to maybe get started on some small project. Don't think you're going to do your entire house this summer. Start small and use baby steps and get there slowly. Don't get overwhelmed, and make sure you do have some fun this summer on those nice days. Be flexible and get out there.
And as you finish rooms, make sure you're able to maintain them. So tackling things like, say, junk mail right away. Sort it as you get it. The one in, the one out rule. For clothing, as the seasons come around, if you haven't worn it that season, get rid of it.
Definitely.
And just definitely make sure that everyone can pitch in. You know, it's not all your stuff. It belongs to everybody. And again, in order for them to learn, they all have to participate. And that will make for a much happier house.
And it didn't get this way overnight, so it's not going to get fixed overnight.
No, and don't beat yourself up. If you don't get that room done in your week, do it the next week. Don't give up.
That's right. Keep going. So have a great summer, everyone, and we'll be talking some more throughout the summer as we finish up our minimalist challenge, finishing our rooms. And we will have some video there for that. And we have some great stuff coming up here on our website with the story of our rumpus room and
the backpack
idea
packing.
There. Krystal has that in a nice document that we'll put up on the website. So have a great summer.
Enjoy.